What's up guys? So in today's video we're going to be talking about my top 5 tips for gaining confidence in the gym, whether you're a beginner or whether you have been out of the loop for a while and you're coming back to the gym. Either way, these are my top 5 tips for when I was a beginner at the gym. Hopefully they'll work for you. You may know some of them already, you may not. One of them out of the 5 may help you. And later on, we have a little new addition to the family that I'm going to introduce you to. So let's get started. So the first one that I would go with is definitely go for a tour when you go to the gym. If you're going to go for a tour, maybe bring a friend with you as well so you don't feel as intimidated. You know that you've got someone with you that you know and trust and maybe will join the gym with you, which would be really good for getting in your buddy workouts and things like that. So on the first day that you decide to come to the gym, you're not going to be as intimidated because you know your surroundings. You know where everything is. When you come in, you'll know exactly where you want to go to. It kind of gives you a feel for the environment that you're going into. You might go into a gym and you're kind of like, oh, I don't like the vibe of in here. And you might go into a gym where you absolutely adore the feeling of the environment. But just ask if you can have a look around. They'll either bring you around or you can go around yourself. Tip number 2, wear comfortable clothes. So when you're going to the gym, make sure that you wear your most comfortable outfit, something that you know you're comfortable in. A lot of people tend to wear their most fashionable items that they own for the gym, and it's not necessarily the most comfortable, so you'll end up kind of pulling at yourself and fixing yourself. I would recommend wearing something that's comfortable, something that you have worn before and that you know you'll feel comfortable in, something that you like, not that you'll feel gross in or whatever. Tip number 3, be prepared. Write up your workout. Before you go to the gym, the best thing you can do is have a workout either typed up onto your phone or written onto a little notebook, because that way when you go in, you get straight at it. You're not walking around looking for something to do. That's usually what turns people away then. So you come in, you have no idea what you're doing, you get on a treadmill, you walk for 5 minutes and then you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, so you leave. So the best thing to do is have it written up into your phone or typed into your phone or written up into a notebook. And that way then, when you come in, you'll get straight into your workout, head down, earphones in, ready to go. Actually, another point on being prepared is maybe have your playlist ready to go. If you are the type of person who likes to have music with you during the workout and your gym music just isn't cutting it, then make sure you have a playlist of your favorite music, and preferably music that kind of gets you going. So music that you would listen to going for a walk, music that you would listen to before an interview, music that you would listen to that kind of boosts that adrenaline. If you can't think of one, and if you have Spotify has a playlist called You Can Do It, and it rolls each song into the next, so it's almost like just a constant mix, but it is music that you would know, but it's music that keeps you going. So it's really, really good. If you haven't got your own playlist made, put on that playlist and that'll keep you going. Tip number 4 is ask for help at the desk. So when you arrive, if the gym that you go to has a front desk, don't be afraid to ask them for help. It's what they're there for. Coming from someone who actually works in a gym, half of my job is teaching classes, helping the members out, writing up people basic programs, things like that as well. But then the other half is also cleaning the gym and maintaining the gym and sweeping and hoovering and wiping down equipment and all that kind of stuff. So when someone comes to me at the desk and asks me for help, give them a little introduction program or something, I love it, honestly. And I think a lot of people probably do. So when you go into your gym, don't be afraid to ask for some help. Say that you have no idea what you're doing, but that you know you want to either lose weight, gain muscle, stay fit, one of those goals, and the people at the desk or the staff, whoever, will most likely help you out and show you what to do. The other thing that you might notice is that your gym might provide classes. So even if the person at the desk, because I know in some gyms the people that work at the front desk aren't necessarily qualified in fitness, if they can't help you, maybe ask them about their classes. Because a lot of the classes would be really helpful for someone that's a beginner at the gym or someone that's just trying to get back into it. For example, with strength and conditioning, a lot of those exercises that you do in that class is the kind of stuff that you would actually do on the gym floor anyway. So if you go to those classes, you could even write down what the instructor did in that class and you can use that on the gym floor. So it would be really good to kind of build up your little workout schedule book. And then it will also build confidence because you'll learn correct form. You'll feel more comfortable performing the exercises in front of people. Like, I highly recommend going to the classes, and it'll help you grow a little bit of confidence and learn a little bit more. And my last tip, which is tip number 5, is just remember that nobody's actually watching you. You may feel like they are, and some of them might actually be watching you, but there's other reasons for it. I like to think anyway. If anybody does happen to catch your eye when you're in the middle of training, it's probably because they may have just glanced, like as in they're throwing their eyes across the gym floor and you happen to look at the same time that they looked. Then you create that awkward eye contact that nobody actually wants and nobody likes, but they're not looking at you, they just happen to glance and you caught eyes and you're like, oh God, stop looking at me. That's really embarrassing. They're not actually looking at you, they caught your eye by mistake. The other thing that they might be looking at you for, which is something that like myself, I've been guilty of, and people that I've spoken to that I work with in the gym are guilty of as well. Sometimes you see someone doing an exercise and you're like, I have never come across that and that's a genius exercise. I want to do that. Whoa, that's a really cool exercise. I haven't done that before, I'm going to try that. They're not looking at you to be like, what the hell is everyone doing over there? They're looking at you to say, Jesus, that's really cool, I might try that myself. So don't always feel like they're looking at you judging or looking at you being a weirdo, you know what I mean? It's not always like that. I have a tip that goes with tip number 5, which is about people watching you in the gym. And it was something that I actually learned a long time ago before I was qualified and before I worked in a gym, and I was still a little bit nervous. A girl that I watch on YouTube, Whitney Simmons, I'm sure you know of her, she did a top tips video years ago, and one of her tips was when you're squatting, if you're nervous, which a lot of girls are nervous of squatting in front of people, this helped me so much. Tie your jumper around your waist. Simple. Tie your jumper around your waist. You don't look like a weirdo. You just happen to have a jumper around your waist because you didn't want to put it in the locker. And you're covered. I think it's genius. A lot of my friends were nervous to do it and I said to them, put a jumper around your waist. And they're fine. And they all do it. And it's great. So try that out. I'm going to throw in a bonus tip. So tip number 6, surprise. If you can, if it's in the budget, if you're willing to invest in yourself, I highly recommend getting a personal trainer. If you watched my introduction story video that I uploaded, which I'll leave here, my story was that I invested in myself, I got a personal trainer, and I hated fitness. I made up excuses to get out of PE in school because I hated it that much. So not interested in fitness whatsoever, but I got a personal trainer and he helped me become more confident in the gym because first of all I was with him, so anything he was making me do I had to do it no matter who was around me, which kind of made me kind of used to doing it in front of people, and then also you're on the gym floor a lot doing things that you're not used to doing and it pushes you out of your comfort zone a little bit. They're also probably going to make you come into the gym on the days that you're not training with them, which means you kind of have to, because you can't lie to your personal trainer. It's not easy, because they will find out. Trust me, they always find out if you're lying. That would be my final tip, is to get a personal trainer. That is it for today. That is my top 5 tips for beginners and growing confidence in the gym, which I think is very needed at the moment because it's January and everybody's at the gym. Also, actually, on that note, everybody is at the gym. It's January. Get yourself into the gym when it's not busy. Ask the person at the desk, what time are you crazy at? Oh, my mom will kill me for that grammar. At what time is the gym busy?
To never end a sentence with a preposition.
I won't. At what time is the gym busy? At. If it's shoulder to shoulder, that would make anyone leave. It's not fun. So make sure you ask. So that is it for my top 5 tips of getting confidence in the gym for beginners especially. I hope any of these helped. If anybody has any more tips, leave them and I'll be sure to put them into practice or to tell any of my new members to put it into practice. So thank you very much and best of luck in the gym. Okay, I'm gonna go get him. Oh, I love him. Say hi, Pip. This is Pip. Pip is our newest addition. You're so cute, little man.